Curly hair is one of the hardest hair types to maintain unless you use these 5 tips to make it 10 times easier. Having good curls starts by properly washing your hair. And you properly wash your hair by using the right shampoo. I have here 2 shampoos. Guess which one contains sulfates? 3, 2, 1. This one. This shampoo strips away all the natural oils your scalp produces. Now I'm gonna show you on my hair how much this dries out my hair. Yes, I'm sacrificing my beautiful hair by using this bad shampoo. And don't come at me for not having good curls right now. I just got home from a run and my hair looks pretty messed up from sweating so much. Alright, while I'm damaging my hair with this bad shampoo, I'm gonna tell you 3 things you have to avoid while shampooing. Number 1 is you should never apply shampoo to your ends. Not just by using this bad shampoo, also with good shampoos. Good shampoos also dry out your hair. And if you directly apply the shampoo onto your hair, it's gonna dry it out even more. So normally you apply shampoo only to your scalp, and whenever you rinse it, the shampoo runs through your ends and cleans out the ends. But you shouldn't do anything more than that, because if you do, your hair is just gonna dry out even more. Number 2, you're using the wrong water temperature. I used to use the wrong water temperature all the time, but the right water temperature you have to use is warm water. You wanna use warm water because with warm water, you're gonna open up the hair follicles, and by that, you're gonna really clean your scalp. And whenever you would use cold water, your hair follicles wouldn't really open, and you wouldn't deep clean your scalp. So make sure to use the right water temperature as well. And the third thing you have to avoid when shampooing is you should always rinse out all the shampoo. It happened to me too a bunch of times that I left some shampoo on my hair, but trust me, every time just do that extra wash again just to make sure that everything is washed out, because you don't want to have shampoo still in your hair. That's really gonna mess up your hair. So please, whenever you wash your hair, make sure to fully rinse out the shampoo. Otherwise, you're also gonna hurt your hair extremely. This is what my hair looks like right now after washing it with the sulfate containing shampoo. You can already see some frizz going on in the back here, and my scalp feels extremely dry. To show you the visual difference, I will let this air dry now and show you how my hair looks air dried without any products. And then I will go over and wash it with the good shampoo and show you the difference of how my hair looks when I wash it with a bad shampoo and with a good shampoo. Oh my god, I've never seen my hair this dry. Never ever. And that's just from using a sulfate containing shampoo one time. Just by seeing this dry mess, no definition, nothing. It's like just pure frizz. And while I'm washing my hair with the good shampoo, I'm gonna give you 3 tips when washing your hair. Use the right amount of shampoo. I see way too many people out there using way too much shampoo. You should really be careful with the amount you use, because especially the next tip that I'm gonna talk about goes more in depth of that. But trust me, you don't need as much as you think. A lot of people, they just take a huge amount and they rub it all over their scalp, and then they wonder why they have so much dry hair. Because whenever you shampoo your hair, the shampoo is also gonna run through the ends of your hair, and the more shampoo you use, the more shampoo is running through the ends, and the more shampoo runs through the ends, the more your hair is gonna dry out, and you want to avoid that. So make sure to use the right amount of shampoo, not too much. Number 2, you should start double cleansing. This is also a reason why you shouldn't use too much shampoo, because I always double cleanse. I do double cleanse because whenever I double cleanse, I make sure that all the product buildup that I have on my scalp is fully gone. By just doing 1 round of shampooing, I'm not 100% sure if everything is gone. Like I said, this is also a reason why I don't use so much shampoo, because I always do the double cleanse, and with the double cleanse, you're anyways gonna wash away everything. And number 3, start using a scalp scrubber. Yes, I know you can also massage the shampoo with your fingertips onto your scalp, but trust me, when you start using a scalp scrubber, that's really gonna change your hair game. Your scalp will feel so relaxed and so clean after it. Every time I use it, it's like heaven. I love it so much. It makes my scalp feel 10 times cleaner, and it's actually 10 times cleaner. It's a must-have for me on every single wash day. And this is what my hair looks like after washing it with the good shampoo. It looks and feels already so much better. Actually, it feels so smooth. Without even using a conditioner, my hair feels so healthy. But to show you the actual proof, I'm just letting this air dry, and then we can compare the two. This is how my hair looks after washing it with the good shampoo and letting it air dry. I feel like my hair is extremely dry still from the other shampoo, but it looks way better than the dry version from the bad shampoo. Especially on the sides and the back, I have way better definition than with the other shampoo. Now I'm gonna go over to tip number 2 so you know more about how to maintain your good looking curls. Now to tip number 2, and now we're gonna talk about how important the use of products is. If you look at both versions of my hair after shampooing, the one with the bad ingredients and the one with the good ingredients, on both you can see that my hair is drier than it normally is, and that comes from shampooing your hair. Shampoo dries out your scalp. That's why you need a more natural shampoo shampoo so you reduce the amount of drying out your scalp. To get that moistured look back, you need to use products after washing your hair. If you want to go no products, it's better if you not wash your hair. I'm gonna make a full video about that where I show you guys what it is like to not use any products at all. All the products that I'm about to use are linked in the video description on my Amazon storefront. Product number 1 you want to use to maintain good curls is a leave-in conditioner. You got this one right here. Product number 2, a curl cream. Curl cream is here to define the curls. And product number 3, a styling gel. The gel is one of the most important products if you want to maintain good curls over multiple days. Why? Because the gel gives your curls a good hold. Whether you go outside and it's super windy, the gel keeps your hair nice in place. That's why you have to start using a gel. These are the 3 products I'm about to use. Look at my hair right now and let's check at my hair again. While I'm styling my hair here, I'm gonna give you a few tips to get even better looking curls. So I always say start off with making your hair wet. But a lot of people, they lack in moisture, and that comes from not wetting their hair enough. As you can see, my hair is fully drenched. It's so dripping wet. It can't even be more wet, and that's how you should have your hair when you style it, fully wet. Another common mistake I see when a lot of people style their hair is they do not apply their products all the way through your hair. If you see how I apply the leave-in conditioner or the curl cream, you can see that I go fully through my hair, from the front to the back to the sides, everywhere. I'm running this product through my hair everywhere. And that's how it should be. Another huge mistake I see is that people do not understand what scrunching means. Like a few people, they just scrunch their products in a bit and that's it. That's not how you do it, because if you do not scrunch your hair the right way, the product is not going to be in your hair. If you just run it through your hair a little bit and then just dry it, all the products you use are not going to be fully soaked into your hair. And that is why I love using the scrunching technique, because if you do scrunch enough, like I am, like you see me scrunching here like crazy, if you do that enough, your hair is going to fully absorb all the products and it's going to look even better. This is what my hair looks like now, fully styled, and I feel like I don't have to say anything anymore. If you compare this look to the one without products, it's self-explaining, right? Which one looks better? This is just tip number 2 for maintaining good curls all the time. So you got to stick around for the next 3 tips to have always perfectly looking curly hair. Let's go over to tip number 3, where I show you how I diffused my hair to look like this. Now it's time for tip number 3, and tip number 3 is you should diffuse your curls. I know I preached a lot the air drying, and air drying is good, but the problem is, especially when you want to go out, if you leave your house with your hair like this, it's more likely that your hair is going to look frizzy. Because if there's coming a lot of wind onto your hair and a lot of temperature differences, it's going to make the drying process really weird for your hair, and your hair doesn't know what to do. And when your hair doesn't really know what to do and how to dry, it's going to look for moisture in the air because it's not drying good, and then what you're going to have is a lot of frizz. That's why I started using a diffuser almost every time when I do my hair, because I just want to be on the safe side and have my curls looking always good and not have the risk of going outside and then maybe have my hair messed up just because I left with wet hair. About diffusing, it's pretty simple. There are multiple ways to diffuse. My favorite way is just to use the hover around technique. For hovering around, it basically explains itself. I always start off with using low speed and low heat, and then I work my way up. Depending on how stressful it is and how fast I have to have my hair done, I increase the heat settings and the speed settings. Right now I have a lot of time, so I'm gonna stay mainly on the low speed and the low heat setting to not hurt my hair as much. Now here are a few tips when it comes to diffusing my hair. So whenever I diffuse my hair, I always start by focusing on the back of my hair. A lot of people always ask me, why the back of your hair? When I started diffusing my hair, I always realized you tend to dry your hair more in the front because it's more comfortable to dry your hair in the front. If you have to dry it in the back, you have to extend your arm up high to the back, go around your head, and it's just not a nice position to put your arm in. Whereas in the front, you just have to raise your arm and that's it. You dry your hair. And I had huge problems with that. So right now, I'm always starting off with the back and the back top of my head, because I know once I finish these, it's going to be even easier for me to dry the front. And if you struggle with drying the back, I would also consider for you to start off with drying the back. Another common thing is that people go way too close with the diffuser. As you can see how I diffuse, I just hover around my hair. I don't go too close. I keep my distance and I just do my work. I stand there and just hover around my hair. Wait till it's dry. Another thing you want to avoid avoid is do not touch your hair when it is wet, especially with the diffuser, because if you touch your hair when it is wet with the diffuser, you're gonna break your hair and you're just gonna make your curls look extremely frizzy. Our curly hair is especially super fragile to getting frizz when it's wet, so you gotta be careful. And a huge thing I did not know about diffusing was that using the heat on the blow dryer is not that bad. It's like being outside, especially if you use the hovering around technique. That's the whole point of it, because if you hover around your hair, it's not gonna get any heat damage on your hair. And I was always scared of blow drying my hair with the diffuser because I thought, oh, my hair is gonna get so much heat damage. But whenever I look at my hair right now, it's just looking perfect, like 100% perfect. That's due to the diffusing. And don't be scared to use heat. Just don't go too close to your hair with heat when it is wet. And a super huge mistake a lot of people make when it comes to diffusing is they miss out on drying their roots. And guys, I always preach it. First do the hovering around technique and then go into the roots. Whenever you go into the roots, your hair ends should already be dry. You should just finish up with the roots with the claws. That's super good about my diffuser, because with my diffuser I can go really good into the roots. And it just takes a couple minutes. Like, this is the last step of diffusing. Once you finish that, you're done. So now if we look at the differences again between air drying and diffusing, look, this took me around 30 minutes to fully dry my hair. I could even do it in 20. And I can go out like this, perfect looking curls. But the problem is, if I wouldn't have done that and I would be in a hurry, I would have to run out with wet hair. And imagine with the weather like this, going into the city with wet hair, it's gonna take approximately 2 hours to fully air dry. And then what? You don't even know if your hair is gonna look good. But I decided how my hair looks right now. I could have redone it if I wouldn't like the look and still go out with perfect looking curly hair. The difference is now it's looking perfect. With air drying, you do not know how it's gonna turn out at the end. And now let's go over to tip number 4. Tip number 4 to maintain good curls. Do not touch your hair with your hands. I see so many people out there always touching their hair with their hands. I don't know what they're even doing. They're just destroying their good looking curls for what? You know what's happening every time you touch your hair? First of all the dirt that is on your fingers, you put in your hair. Every time you touch your hair, just put all the dirt in your hair. So imagine you just wash your hair and then you go out with your friends and I don't know, you're at a bar or so, and you're non-stop like fixing your hair, just doing something. It's gonna mess up your hair so much. So why did you even wash your hair then? If you're gonna touch it with your dirty fingers non-stop, that doesn't even make any sense. And touching your hair that much can cause a lot of oiliness. So do you really want your hair to look oily? I don't really think so. For us curly people, even more, you're gonna have a lot more frizz. If you keep touching your hair non-stop, especially when your hair is still wet, do not touch your hair too much. I see so many people doing their routines and then just grabbing into their hair and just, it hurts so much because their hair could look so good, but just these little mistakes that they make while styling their hair messes it up so much. And also for the people that do air dry their hair, don't touch your hair too early, because if you scrunch out the crunch too early and your hair is not even dry yet, you will get frizz as well. So the best thing to do is to maintain your good curls. And maybe this is one of your issues why your curls aren't looking good over a long period of time, because you touch it too often. Just keep your hands away and trust me, you will see your curls will start to look so much better. These were already 4 tips to maintain good curls. There's only one more and you can't miss out on this one. And tip number 5 is to protect your hair while sleeping. You can easily protect your hair while sleeping by simply using a bonnet. And there's so many people out there that ask me non-stop, Manuel, how do you protect your hair while sleeping? Manuel, how do you have good looking hair in the morning? And it is simply just by using this. I started using this around 6 months ago and it helped me so much, especially with reducing frizz. Because every time you twist and turn in bed and you do not have a silk bed sheet or one of these, your hair rubs against the thread fibers in the pillow and that causes frizz. Yeah, somehow is a simple magical thing. And I'm gonna show you the difference of what it's gonna look like of me wearing it and me not wearing it. So yes, I'm literally sacrificing my hair just for this video once again. But first of all, I'm gonna sleep with this because I want to maintain these good looking curls, because that's the whole point of the video. We want to maintain the curls as long as possible. And if you skip out on this step, you have to redo the styling routines every single day, but we want to avoid that. Let's put this on and let's go to sleep. Good night, boys. All right guys, it is the next morning and it is time to take this off. Oh no, this doesn't look that good. Give me 1 second. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. By sleeping with the bonnet, you protect your hair from getting frizzy. And as you guys saw, right when I took it off, my hair was all tucked together and I had to freshen my hair up kind of. You just have to shake your head, play a little bit around, set some curls apart from each other, and your hair is gonna look good. And the difference with not wearing the bonnet is your hair is gonna be all over the place. But we're gonna see it for ourselves right now. All right, I'm gonna show you guys that not sleeping with the bonnet is gonna mess up my hair. Good morning. Look how dry and frizzy my hair is. It's self-explaining. If you compare the one where I slept with the silk bonnet and this look, I don't have to say anything. You gotta wear the silk bonnet, that's it. I hope you're gonna implement all these 5 tips into your routine, and YouTube wants you to watch this video up next.
Started like a real nigga anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think a nigga handsome. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby.